Welcome to Quantum Consciousness Matrix with your host, George Gomez.
Namaste. Thank you very much for your time. I'm talking from United States. It's a pleasure. Welcome to Quantum Consciousness Matrix, and I'm the host, George Gomez. Today, I'm having a wonderful guest, which is Dr. Professor Sunil Agarwal, and we're going to discussion about color therapy. He was an engineer, and later he decided to get into the therapy using acupuncture and the theories of Chinese medicine. And today he's the president of the Society for Sujok and Reflexology. I would like namaste to all of you. Thank you so much for being with us. I would like to ask you, Doctor, what made you this transformation? We would like to know more about you. What made this transformation from engineer to Sojoki to hand therapy? This is just a wonderful experience.
Yes. It is a very interesting story for me. We were the 7 siblings, and my 7 siblings, sister and brother, 7.
7 siblings. Wow.
Yes.
That's a big family.
It was my father saying, I want to make 3 engineers and 4 doctors.
Okay, that's cool.
But at that, in the 70s, India was not so developed in the medical field. Therefore, the engineering facilities are much available. Then all of us have joined the engineering, and no one can go in the medical field. But it was my dream to become a professional doctor, so that I can serve the humanity without any medicine or without any side effects. It was my aim from the school age. When I joined the army, I was in army as an engineer. I worked with the Indian Army, repairing all the equipments of Indian Army, tank to guns, tank, fighting vehicle, tanks engine, manufacturing spares for the tanks, and various other requirements of the Indian Army. In the meantime,
wonderful.
In the meantime, I was also connected with this holistic healings. One Vedji, natural therapist, those who are dealing with the medicine, I went to him to learn the Ayurveda. I learned the Ayurveda from a man who was a 94-year-old.
My goodness, how wonderful. That's a bless.
Really, I am blessed soul. Really, I am blessed soul. He taught me Ayurveda. Then I developed my interest in this field, holistic heals. First of all, I learned acupressure in 1995. Then after 2 years, I started learning acupuncture, TCM acupuncture. But at that time, TCM acupuncture was only authorization for the MBBS doctors. In India, only MBBS doctors who are medically qualified, 5-year MBBS doctor, they can do the acupuncture.
Okay.
Then I started, I cannot do the acupuncture, I must do something else. Then I learned the top books on the TCM without needle.
Uh-huh.
Many books I have learned on the TCM without needle. So that I come to know कि it's a very good therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. We can, without doing the acupuncture on the body, we can get the better results by putting the ball magnets, seeds, or applying the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
For
So
5
you
years,
balance the body through magnets.
yes, it's a
Okay.
ball magnet. It's a very small magnets. I call
Right.
them ball magnet, BYOL, ball magnet.
Mm-hmm.
Then after TCM, I was using the pressure points on the body.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of needle, I was giving pressure on the points. Suppose karo, this is the point of Li4. This is the point Li4.
Right.
Inside, instead of putting the needle, I was giving a pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving the me the, and it proved to be very good as compared to needle. As
Mm-hmm.
Li11 is here. Li11 is here on elbow. So instead of putting the needle on Li11, I used to give the pressure.
Right.
So this is the acupuncture. Now after 3-4 years, I started this Sujog acupuncture. I have taken the training from Professor Park Jae-woo, who is from Korea.
Yes.
Now this Sujog acupuncture is all over the world, is very common.
Mm-hmm.
So I work on acupuncture for Sujog therapy for 5 years. In the Sujog, there is one topic, 6 key. 6 key. That is energy treatment, energy-based treatment. How you search the energy of the body and diagnose the energy of the patient, then balance the energy with the help of the tonification or sedation of the meridian.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing the Sujog acupuncture 6 key with the help of the needle. Then I saw that needle is again, it may create a problem for me. Then I started using the colors on the basis of 5-element theory.
Right.
I have learned, I have done so much of work on 5-element theory, so I could diagnose which energy can be toned or sedated by which color.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing I was doing with the help.
Okay, I have
Yes?
a question. So how do you, I'm the meeting people here. That's why sometimes I don't look at you because there is people coming. We have now 32 people here, which is wonderful. Namaste to all of you. How do you use still Ayurveda together with the hand acupuncture? Or you just are doing hand acupuncture?
No, actually, I was involved with a big hospital in Allahabad.
Mm-hmm.
We were practicing on Sunday and we were treating the patient on charity.
Right.
I was doing independent therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I was designate as a independent therapist. So I was having an independent room with me. Around 100 patients were coming to me every day, every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So
So at
every
that time, you
Sunday,
just used to work every Sunday.
yes, every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And how are you doing now your practice in India? Because I
Now
know
I am,
that you are doing so many stuff. One thing that I admire you since I got to know you is that you go out to Nepal, you help the poor people, you help the people that are in need. And this to me is wonderful because this is the concept that I have as far acupuncture and as far medicine is concerned. When we get this knowledge, it's wonderful to make money because we need to make money to survive. But also it is wonderful for us to work from the heart and help the people that are in need. This to me is one of the major missions as acupuncturist. When I was in India, I had the pleasure to treat a few people that I didn't want to charge because I felt that, 500 rupees is a lot of money in India. And to help some people that I need, we need to provide that assistance. And I appreciate you for that. You have a wonderful heart and a very kind man. And this is what I felt, that we have so much coherence between you and I as far as friendship is concerned. And most definitely, it's a pleasure to have you here. I would like to ask you, so how did you got into this color therapy? How did you develop this?
Yes, actually, I was doing 6 key with the help of the needles.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I think the needle is not safe. I must do something else. Then I studied 5-element theory, and every element has its own color.
Mm-hmm.
And sedation
Exactly.
and tonification is also there.
Right.
If in Sujok, I was toning the meridian putting the needle in the direction of flow.
Mm-hmm.
It was tone on the meridian. Now I am doing, if I have to tone heat of the spleen. SP2 is the point heat spleen. Now
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting the needle, I put red color on the SP2 because heat color tonification is red color.
Mm-hmm.
This is my principle. If I have to sedate the heat, then I will put the black color because coldness is sedating to the heat.
Okay.
On this principle, I make the protocol as per as per my diagnosis. Then I put the colors or I suggest the colors to the patient. On as on today, thousands of my patient are getting consultation online to me, and they
Mm-hmm.
are getting outstanding, amazing results.
So today, at this moment, because of COVID, you're transferring your practice to, like we're doing here, conversation through the line.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. And one question, how are you perceiving your treatment with people with COVID in India?
Yes. COVID is very common in India, but now our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi,
Mm-hmm.
has taken a very drastic step, and he has planned the issue in such a manner we are not that much worried about COVID. So India is country, there we have the very controlled COVID cases,
Mm-hmm.
not very much. Death rate are very low. Death
Okay.
rate are very low, and number of patients and their recovery is very high.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
those,
is this also in the poor population of India?
no, it has not gone to the poor population of the India because they have enough time to study this, how it is spreading. Lot of advertisement work has been done by the government, and lower class people have been taught you follow this instruction, you follow this instruction, you do like this, you do like this. Second most important thing, we Indians are very used to the natural herbs and
Right.
natural natural formulas. Lot
Mm-hmm.
every Indian knows the natural formulas.
Mm-hmm.
We take off lot of herbs for our protection if we are diseased or not diseased.
Right.
That herbs and that medicine has saved us a lot.
Mm-hmm. No, that's wonderful. Yeah, and people in India, they're very knowledgeable of those medicines, and I believe that's helped a lot. Here in the United States, we're going through a lot of phases of trying things, and hopefully by the end of this year and the beginning of next year, we're going to have a vaccine, which has been very promising. But people are not, well, they just do the Oriental or not Oriental, but they just do one medicine here, and which is okay, you know. But we need to experience things to stimulate our immune system, because this is all about the immune system. So, how are you doing your treatments, and how you're getting with the people? How you're doing this work?
Earlier, though, I was having a clinic at my house,
Mm-hmm.
and I attending the patient on appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Patient used to come to my home, my clinic. I was attending them. So most of the patient, they are coming to me for the chronic problems, which they don't get treatment from any agency. Means ki
Mm-hmm.
by medical, Ayurveda or anything, they are disheartened ki how this treatment I will be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, sciatica patient, lumbar pain, back pain, frozen shoulder, cervical, these are the my expertise area.
Mm-hmm.
Those people though cannot walk, cannot stay and lying on the bed, just they came to me, I give them a
Right.
pressure and some color points, they become all right within 15 minutes or half an hour pressure, acupressure
Mm-hmm.
and color therapy and some other points which I used to give them.
Okay. So when we talk about color, so do you just use laser? How this color works? And I'm
This
asking
color,
this question because a lot of people they don't know about, and that's the reason. Yeah.
yes. I am working for so many years with the colors. That's why I think I may be able to explain the way it should be like, understandable to most of the people.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it is in the Ramayana, our holy Granth, like your Bible, ours is Ramayana. There is written, everybody is made of five elements, five
Mm-hmm.
energies:
Yes.
wind, heat, humidity, dryness, and coldness. Is it clear to everyone? And Chinese five element theory have all these five elements: wind, heat, humidity, dryness, coldness.
Mm-hmm.
All the energy, all the element, wood element, fire element, humidity energy, humidity element, and dryness, this earth his humidity, then dryness energy, then coldness. They
Mm-hmm.
have, they all have the independent organ related to them.
Correct.
Colors. I am talking about the organs. Means ki wind organ, wind element is controlling the liver and gallbladder
Mm-hmm.
according to five element. Heat energy, fire element controlling the heart, small intestine, pericardium, and triple warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, all elements are having the organs. Now, every organ every element has its energy or the color. Means ki, uh, this element, wood element, have a green color. Wood element has the green color. Fire element has red color or orange color. Earth element has yellow color. Likewise, all the
Yes.
organs, all the elements have their own colors. Now come to the tonification color and to the subjugation color. One energy can be toned by its own color. Secondly, that energy can be sedated by its subjugator. It's a little difficult to understand for the other people, the, those who have taken training from me, they can understand. Or I think you will be elaborated how these colors are working. So one color, if wind is have a green color, then if I have to tone the lever one is the wind point of the lever. Then I will put a green color on the lever 1 point. It means a wind energy of the lever meridian is tonified.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah. And do you use also the time for those things?
Time I am not using.
Okay.
I can put the colors at any time. I never say any patient you don't put the colors in the night. They can
Right.
also put the colors in the night, because
Yes.
holistic energy, this cosmic energy, is all the time available in the cosmos. It is nothing to do with the sun energy.
Right. Right.
Because it's the time, according to time clock we go, every organ has a 2 hours travel. Liver, this lungs, 1 to 3 p.m. is the liver time.
Right.
So I am also following that clock also.
Right. Okay. No, that's the reason I asked. I agree with you in a lot of stuff. Yeah, in everything. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed when I was in India was that I had two things. One, most of the Indian people, they have flat feet. And the reason for that is because since a kid, everybody wears sandals. And which generates later on a lot of knee pain, lower back pain, upper back pain. In some cases, there is TMJ, you know, when you open the mouth, opens like that, opposed to like this. The other thing that I noticed too is that the food that you guys eat is too much with carbohydrate. So it's the rice, the dosa. I love dosa. You know, every day I have to have my dosa. Yeah, I love
South
dosa.
Indian dishes.
And a lot of potato.
Yes.
So this is a lot of carbohydrate. And the third thing is that you guys eat too late. So eat around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the evening. And by doing this, and you don't exercise after you eat, generates this problem of gain weight. And when you have flat feet and you gain weight, you put too much pressure in your feet. And if, the first thing that I used to do when I was watching my patients walk was, you know, they walk and you see that the foot is like that. It's not like, there is no arc. So it was like this. And I commented this with the person that I was working at that time, and but he said that's okay. I felt that was part of India culture, but on this level that a lot of people also, they don't eat slow. They nom, 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 nom. They eat too fast. So they eat too fast. They eat at 11 o'clock in the evening and they go to sleep. So the stomach produces too much acid. And in that case, a lot of people has a lot of heartburn. And one of the things that I found is that the best thing to treat heartburn is not to sleep on the right side. You sleep on the left side because of the shape of your stomach, no? If you sleep, the stomach comes like that and do like this. When you sleep on the right side, all this bag here full of acid and everything moves this way and goes straight to the pipe. And that's what generates heartburn. So if you sleep on the left side, you're not going to have that problem. And also, so in this case, we're going to have a lot of, by the food, which carbohydrate and sugar, we're going to have a lot of spleen problems, which is overweight, a lot of thinking, you're thinking too much stuff in your head all the time. And I feel that your therapy is very good, but I don't know if you agree with me of all these things that I notice in India, and how are you treating those things at this moment?
Actually, India has a variety of peoples. So many variety of peoples are India. For every 200 miles, you will find a different shape, different language, different way
Yes,
of eating. Everything they have a different. I am in
yes.
the north. I am in the northern part of the India. I have
Okay.
traveled. I have traveled all over the India when I was in the service.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go on defense meetings. I used to go to attend my tanks, and I visited the complete entire India. So
Mm-hmm.
food habit is different, climate is different. I think you were in Assam area.
Yes, yes. Our sun was
Yes,
very humid,
yes,
very
very
hot,
humid.
and wonderful culture. No, if there is something that I loved about India is the culture. You go to one state to another, you go to a city to another city, you see different food, different culture, different way of thinking, and this is so beautiful, yeah, and very, very colorful. Um, mm, uh, I fall in love with India since I was 16 years old, which a friend of mine gave me a book called Siddhartha by Herman Hesse. And when I read that book, I said, wow, I need to go to India. And yeah, so how do you treat different, by travel all over India, how do you treat your patients?
Whenever I go anywhere, I just keep colors, markers, skin friendly colors with
Mm-hmm.
me. One Jimmy, one small Jimmy, like a pen. Small, one Jimmy, I always keep in my, this is the Jimmy.
Okay.
I was always carrying with me. This
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, few magnets and tape and color pens. It is my kit, always in my briefcase. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I go anywhere, I was traveling in the train. If someone met me and he told me, sir, I am just interact with him, and he come out with any problem, then I used to treat the man immediately and ask him, please give me the feedback. What
Mm-hmm.
is the reaction of the treatment which I have given to you? In
Right.
most of the cases, people were happy. Their comments were very positive.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, when I was in service, I was having 3,000 people in my organization. So directly around 200 people were directly under me. I was the DGM. I was the deputy general manager in the workshop. And
Right.
all in the lunch time, I used to take their classes. In lunch time, I used to teach them. This is my theory, this is my concept, and you must learn till the time I am in service. It is golden opportunity for you people. Take benefit of my services. So in that way, I have trained more than 1,000 people all over the world, all over the India, where I serve.
Wonderful, wonderful. So do you have some classes that you give? You have your clinic side and you have your school side. Do you give classes? Talk about this. How many, what is necessary to take classes with you? There is any prerequisite? Who can go and take class with you? How long it takes? If I go to India and take some class with you, how long it takes for me to graduate?
Yes, I can arrange in India. I can arrange classes for you in India. So it needs time. So students can be organized and they are very much interested to learn this TCM in a range and depth. Because the Indian student, they are attracting with me and they are learning my class, this color Agarwal energy concept and color therapy. When I interact with them about the TCM they have learned, they have been taught TCM just a stereotype manner. No basic fundamental, no theory, no 5-element theory, nothing they don't know. They just have been taught stereotype knowledge, where to put the needle, how to put the needle, and this is a standard protocol. If you have a back pain, you put the needle UB65, GB14, GB34, like that. If you have a problem of stomach ache, you put the needle in a you put the needle, they have been taught. They are just putting that needles. They are not trying to analyze where is the problem lies, why the patient are having this problem. They don't analyze. They just have the standard protocol and apply on it.
Yes.
But in my case, I analyze correctly where is the problem, why this problem originated in the body. Once I got my own analysis, this is the problem, that's why it has come. One more important thing, I will let you know, I have this birth organ related with your energy.
Right.
By your date of birth, I will come to know your birth organ is liver, gallbladder, UB.
Right.
It means you will be always dominated by UB energy, gallbladder energy. So that patient, if he has come to me, his birth organ is gallbladder, but he has come to me for a skin problem.
Right.
Then skin is nowhere related with the gallbladder. Skin is related either with the lungs or with the large intestine or the allergic.
Right.
So I have to diagnose why he is having the skin problem, what is the root cause. Here I will tell you a very interesting case. One of the very senior most acupuncturist, he was from the Bangalore. His mother was having the skin issue. So he was trying to treat her mother, but itching was not reduced. Then he asked me, Mr. Agarwal, Professor Agarwal, you please suggest me what to do. I asked him, what treatment you have given? Then he told me, I am treating his large intestine dryness energy. Why dryness energy? Skin has a very huge space.
Yes.
Dryness has a occipital energy. Large intestine energy is occipital energy, whereas the lungs has centrifugal energy.
Right.
That centrifugal energy, if we tone or we handle, it will reach to the every part of the body. When he work on the, I suggested in the protocol, you better work on the lungs meridian. When he does the treatment, within 3 days, he came back to me, sir, my mother is all right. I am happy. Many, many thanks to you. This is the way I am diagnosing the things.
Right. Yes. When I do my diagnosis, I agree with you when you mention about the root of the problem. To me, when I analyze a patient, the root of the problem lies here. It's the feelings, it's the emotion.
Yes.
And so if people that has problem with the lung, which the color is white, and people that are very like when somebody die, you're kind of melancholic, or you lose something in your life and you feel kind of sad and things like this, that's going to affect your lung. Also, there is talking about the environment in India during the time that I was there. There was a lot of pollution. So this affects a lot of people. And based on this, I see, it's not that I tell the patients, not that I want to be invading your privacy, but to tell me how is your mental stage, what's going on with you. And based on that, I do my assessment. And also, we see the tongue, we see the pulse, it's a lot of stuff. I love the way you approach your treatment with color, because it's very, very important to do that. And also I talked with my patients about what they're eating, which is very important. Like, the basu is it's a hard stuff for us to treat because it's related with what we eat. So if you control your sugar and your carbohydrates, which is hard to do it, I have a sweet tongue. But when you do that, you control a lot of the problems with the spleen, which is dropping of things, people that has a lot of muscle issues, varicose veins, wage problem, all of this comes from the spleen. So when you control that and also control that overthinking, people that spend a lot of time thinking about things, you control a lot of your problems. And that's where it comes your diagnosis that I like, which they put the color of the spleen, which is yellow. So at that point, if you need tonification or we need sedation. And one question that I have to you that how do you apply the needles? Where do you apply the needles? So there is a specific points in the hands. That means the spleen channel, the heart channel, the pericardial channel. How do you do it?
Just I will show you. I will show you the chart. This chart is known as Biol meridian chart.
Right. Okay.
Biol meridian chart.
Mhm.
Because I learned the TCM. After that, I learned the Sejog. As per the principle Sejog, complete your body is in the hand.
Right.
Okay. If this is the arm, this is the right arm, this is the left arm, this is right leg, this is the left leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If the TCM meridians, 3 in meridians and 3 yang meridians are flowing in the leg, then naturally these meridian will be flowing here also.
Right.
Because it corresponds to the leg. This both middle finger, they are corresponding to the legs.
Mm-hmm.
So meridians flowing in the 3 in meridian, 3 yang meridian in the leg should be their correspondence here.
Okay.
So the points, suppose SP3 point is in the foot. Once this is the leg, then I will have SP3 here.
Okay.
SP3 here, SP9 here, K10 here, likewise liver 8 here, because this is the knee.
Okay.
SP9, liver 8, UB54, all these ST36, all these points are near to the knee.
Mm-hmm.
This is my knee correspondence.
Right. Correction.
If those points are near the knee, then they should correspond here also.
Mm-hmm.
Then SP36 is the humidity point, wood point.
Mm-hmm.
So here is the SP36. This is the point SP36. So humidity has a yellow color. If I want to tone, it has a yellow color.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to tonify the wood energy of the stomach meridian, then I will put yellow color on stomach 36.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to sedate the humidity energy of wood energy, then I will put green color over here.
Right.
This is the principle I am working. If you have a knee problem, one important thing I have noticed, keep knee joint, both the knee joint, having the TCM energy points, either their points are coldness point or the humidity points.
Mm-hmm.
Humidity is also creating the pain problem, and coldness is also creating the pain issues. That's why most of the people having pain in the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Because humidity energy, coldness energy is maximum around the knee.
Right. Right. And generate arthritis, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's how I diagnose the things.
Okay. Okay.
And with just by putting stomach 36 green color, so many my students have treated number of knee pain issues. Swelling in the knee, just by putting red color on the spleen 9, because spleen 9 is the point of the coldness.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They put the red color, means they supply the heat to the knee area, SP9 area.
Mm-hmm.
Once the heat is gone there, problem is solved and pain, swelling and pain is gone.
Right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. So what is the major problem that you see with your patients in India?
Patient in India is mostly having sugar patient, blood pressure, depression, stress,
Yes.
and
Yes.
joint pain. These are the
Mhm,
gastric,
mhm,
arthritis. These are the
mhm.
very common issues.
Heart problem too, which high
Heart problem.
cholesterol,
Yes,
triglycerides.
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw pretty much all of those. Yeah. Mhm. And how are you doing to take care of it in terms of? I'm looking here because I'm still admitting people. It's wonderful. We have 44 people here right now. Namaste to all of you. Uh, how do you talk with your patients on how to take care of that they can take care of themselves? Because a lot of the things that I would like to talk during the time that I was there, felt that I was going against the culture. No, eat a lot of dosa, a lot of carbohydrate, eat late, and this is part of a culture. And when we get into this kind of stuff, it's hard because people are accustomed to that kind of mentality. And it's not being critical. I love the culture in India. One of the things that I was in love with the dark skin with, and people wear a lot of red and orange and green and it was so intensive those colors that
Yes,
was
yes, yes,
wonderful.
certainly.
But I felt that we need to talk about those things because it is important to educate people on how they can take care of themselves. Because a lot of people, they come to us thinking that we have I have a needle that bling and solve all the problems. In your case, you have another needle too that you put in the hands and call it bling, solve everything. It doesn't. That's not true. We cannot do what to anybody what they are not willing to do for themselves. So going to a doctor is part of the process, but we need to continue in our own selves. And this is very, very important for people to, let's say, take responsibility for themselves. We all need to take care of ourselves by taking responsibility. We cannot just go to a medical doctor and say, oh, I have a headache, or I have a pain in my stomach, or I have my heart, I have high cholesterol, please help me. And you still go home and do your doses, your potatoes, your sugar. It doesn't work. So how do you address this problem?
All these problems are very common in the India, but now
Mm,
the people are becoming very health conscious. There are
okay.
few people, there are few people who are not who though are not worried about their health. Otherwise, most of the people, those who are living metropolitans, they are very health conscious. And all
Okay.
these problems are not very common in the villages.
Mm-hmm.
Villages, they don't have much issues. BP, they don't have arthritis, they don't have gastric issue, digestion issue, they don't have because those
Mm,
people are living in the pure environment. There is no pollution. Neither there is a air pollution, neither there is a pollution in the vegetable. Adulteration in the things are not in the villages. So our country is mostly 60% people live in the villages. Only
mm-hmm.
40% people are living in the cities. And
Yeah.
40%, I think out of the 40%, 30% and 25% people are very health conscious.
Yes.
Remain only 15% people.
Mm-hmm.
They are medical dependent. They go
Mm-hmm.
to doctor, take medicine and be happy. Let them
Yeah.
eat anything, whatever they want, they must do. But if there is a problem, they will go to doctor, take medicine, enjoy the life. But
Mm-hmm.
rest of the people, those are very health conscious. So I am also teaching the yoga.
Okay.
I am going in the this yoga classes of the Swami Ramdev. You must have heard the name, who has created the yoga through all over the world, spread the yoga all over the world. Swami Ramdev. So I am follower of him. I go in the morning in the yoga classes and teach the people ki how your yoga activate your body. What does it do internally in the body? It is not
That's
just
correct.
a physical. It is just not a physical exercise. It is an exercise of your internal organs. That is the benefit of the yoga. I guide them what to eat, how to eat, tips on the food habits. Then I come to the my color therapy. Then I guide them. If you have a cervical, you just take the thumb, take a pen and roll it here. As per Sujok, your cervical issue will be solved. Or you rotate this thumb.
Right.
This rotation of the thumb is, it means you are rotating your neck. Means instead you are rotating your neck, you just rotate the thumb, because the thumb is head. Thumb is head. This is the cervical part.
Right.
This is the throat area. This is the throat area. Here, one important thing I would like to mention, if there is any issue in the throat, if there is tonsils, so many people, so many children are having tonsils. I just advise them to put the green color over here.
Okay.
Because green color is the color of the wind.
Okay.
Tonsil pus is accumulated in the side and its energy is humidity energy. Humidity energy is controlled by wind energy. And its color is green. Wind color is green. It controls the humidity energy, yellow color. Pus is the yellow color. So once you put the green color on the throat area in Sujog, immediately within few minutes, patient says that my throat is opened. So in the yoga classes or in the audience, I teach them like this. So they are following it and it's very good for them and it's a very good health tips for them.
Wonderful, wonderful. I also would like to ask you if there is some points that the people can start to massage to generate good health and in terms of improve your immunity. Here we're doing, for example, every day I drink like 4 pills of omega-3 with 2 grams of vitamin C and vitamin D. And also now I open my window and I get sun at least 15 minutes a day. I get sun. And this is all, if you just put some in your palm of your hands for 15 minutes a day, you don't need to go there and get sun all over the place.
Yes, that's right.
That's a lot of vitamin D that you get there. And this is a protection for your immune system. But also, how do you do, there is any specific points that you recommend and color that people can do in their hands with some massage, you know, to be able to help with immunity?
There are in TCM, there are 8 homeostatic points. 8 homeostatic points. So according to your issue, upper body, lower body, middle body, I suggest them just 2 points. If you are having a problem, then you can press SI3 and UB62. It will take care of your upper part. If in the lower part there is any issue, you can press SP6 and stomach 36. These 2 points will take care of your lower parts also. If in acupressure, I have to suggest the acupressure points. If I have to suggest them acupressure points, then in the left hand, I have the heart correspondence. Heart correspondence just here.
Tanush beta,
I'm sorry, could you turn off your microphone, please?
Please mute your voice. Please all come.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, unmute Sunil, sir. Sunil, sir, is muted. Sunil, sir, you need to unmute it.
Okay. Now you can listen me?
Yes.
Okay. In the reflexology, when I study the reflexology, there are so many books on the reflexology also. But I follow one book which has given all the 38 points, all the body organs on the palm. There in that acupressure, I have in the left hand, because heart is on the left side and it is the only one organ. We press it here. I suggest my patient to put pressure every morning. When you get up from the bed, you just press this heart correspondence 30 times, 40 times. Those who are having heart issue, they can put up to 60 times or more, or 2-3 times in a day also. If you are healthy, then you just put once in a day. If they are having the liver issue, then there is a correspondence of the liver and gallbladder. You apply pressure over there. Whenever you feel, you can apply pressure on the liver correspondence. If you are having a fatty liver or anything may be related to the liver, you just apply the pressure over here. In color therapy, when I learned this Sujok says the posture of the hand is very important. I just keep the posture like this. Right. And liver is on the right side. This is my abdomen. And liver correspondence come here. I advise the patient to put green color on this liver correspondence. It takes care of everything related to the liver. So many patients, they were having the problem, low appetite, blood pressure, blood problem, cramps in the nerves. Everything is cured with the liver tonification.
Right. But also the problem with liver comes from people that has a lot of anger, people that are irritated, and which is very common at this time, because you can't work, you don't make money. You have to stay home. You don't work, you stay home, you get irritated because you have to deal with your spouse, with your kids all the time. You used to get up in the morning, take your shower, eat, go to work, and come back home, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. So right now you have to be with your wife, with your husband all the time. And this generates a lot of problems, and have the kids too. Here in the United States, the amount of people that are getting divorced is just amazing. The amount of people that are getting mental issues is just amazing, And I believe also by the amount of people are getting pregnant is just wonderful. It's growing tremendous. So it's a lot of stuff that's happening right now that literally psychologically are not prepared for. But it's part of the COVID. And do you see any positiveness talking about this? So, and talk about living with people with liver issues, or people that has very angry, that are very agitated, and it causes what called liver qi stagnation. And when it gets to liver qi stagnation, you're going to see your tongue, the side of your tongue is going to be very red because the liver.
Yes,
Automatically, it's going to affect your heart, which is the tip of the tongue. So you see people with red side plus red tip. This generates that's going to affect your shame. Your shame is your mind. So people are not going to sleep well. People are going to have a kind of agitation and things like this. And definitely we need to control that emotion. And when you control that, and also be careful with your food, you take care of those problems. Yeah. What's your recommendation for during this period that globally, as a president of China, to take care of yourselves?
If the things are related with the anger, anger is of two types. One is the acute and the chronic. I divide this anger in the two parts. If it is chronic, then it is related with the liver, because a chronic is a in nature and liver is the in organ. If it is a acute, then it is related with the gallbladder, because if the hyper liver, man cannot do a murder, but the hyper gallbladder energy will do the murder, because it is a acute problem.
Yes.
In acute anger, you can do anything. But if you have a continuous anger, then you will not do anything. Do not harm anybody. Just you will shout, just you will scold, like that. In that case, if it is a angry cases, I suggest them. So many patient has come, ladies has come to me. They are having problems with the husband. They are so much angry. They so much shout. They do so many things. So I just give them the 3-point protocol: liver, wind, sedation, brown color; liver, heat, hotness, sedation, black color. Means कि liver heat energy is reduced, liver wind energy is subjugated, then the energy which was उसको promote कर रही थी, the energy which was forcing the man to make anger, that energy is controlled, that energy is reduced, that man becomes the calm.
Yes.
Same with the gallbladder. Same energy I handle in the gallbladder. And most of the female or male member just say कि we are the happy. Now I don't have anger. I have not to curse anybody. So this is the game of the energy. If we can manipulate the energy, if we can handle the energy of the body, then within minutes or by few points, we can control every disease related to human body.
Right.
Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Yes. Please mute yourself. It is creating trouble to everybody. Whole world is watching you. Please, for God's sake,
I'm trying
mute your
to mute
voice.
everybody here. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, we were talking about the anger, sir. So
Yes.
by putting the colors, just 3 colors. their
Yes,
problem is solved.
right. Yes, no, wonderful, yeah. What I felt too, I have been lately, for the last year and a half to 2 years, I have been getting too much into the quantum uh, meditation consciousness. And I'm going to be doing a talk about this. Uh, and the coherence between our heart and our mind. So today, with all this COVID that we have to be locked down, and I think that is, I translated this as we're not accustomed to this. I'm from Brazil. In Brazil, we hug, we kiss, we meet our friends. How are you? I love you, blah, 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 blah. India, too, I know that a lot of people are just arm in arm with each other, walking the streets as my friend. That's my best friend. You hug, you know, you have that kind of emotional bond and things. Uh, and this really generate all this stress. So I think that COVID, and I'm emphasize this because it's something that is now happening in our lives. We're forced to be home, and it is we're dealing with the death of our liberty. We're dealing with the death of our expression of love, of appreciation to someone. And now we are getting a new phase that principally us, that's the old guys, you know, old people, we have, we're not accustomed to this. And right now you have to look yourself into cameras and talk with people when before you could be all together. And this generates a lot of stage of angry and angriness and not feeling good about, but also need to count our blessings. And I feel that a lot of people are not counting their blessings. A lot of us, we have health, we have our house, we have food on the table, we're taking care of your family, we are not sick. It's a good time that, you know, we can spend with our kids, spend with our spouses, write a book that we always want to do, or take time to be with ourselves and do meditation. And when we start to thank God for all these wonderful things that we have, and start to pay attention to what we have, opposed to all the sickness around us, we start to change our mind. We start to focus on the right path. And doing this, we start to recognize that, yeah, there is a lot of people there that do not have 1 millesimo of what I have. And for that, I want to thank God. And I think that with this kind of thoughts, we become a little more appreciative of life, and we become more in tune with our heart. And when we are in tune with our heart, we are in tune with our mind. And when we're in tune with our mind and heart, that's what's called coherence. It's like, I mean, now I feel all the energy of all of you guys here in this in this chart. And principally, I feel the energy of you, Dr. Sunil, that, you know, we have this talk from heart to heart, love to all of you, and special to you. So we are in harmony. And I think that this is the key for holiness, for being blessed. And the other thing that I feel too, that we that are in a conditions that we are kind of better than a lot of people, it's always nice for us to open our heart and bless somebody. If you see someone that's in need of some food, or in need of a kind word, or in need of some love, why not give it? We get free all of this from God. So it's wonderful when you also give it free to somebody else. And I would like your thoughts on this. And we're talking not just about acupuncture, we're talking about, there's so much stuff that we're all going through at this time that I
Yes,
think
yes.
that's important for us to address all these things. And I see this from my side of, well, I'm not so much emotional like I was before. I'm more rational at this moment in my life. Even though yesterday I had an interview with a great friend of mine, a doctor in Mexico, and 40 minutes before the interview, I got a call from Brazil saying that my mother passed away. And I freak out. And that's when you get all this emotion, no? And 10 minutes later, I said, well, George, you have an interview in half an hour. You cannot take this emotion to that interview. You need to get into the rational. So I did. I had a wonderful interview. It's not that I don't love her, but I felt that these moments that we need to appreciate. I appreciate all of you right here, right now. It's wonderful to have this contact. It's wonderful to be able to share all this wonderful knowledge that we have with each other, because we learn from each other. No, I'm learning so much from you today, Dr. Sunil. That's unbelievable. And I'm sure that everybody here is doing the same, And so I felt that we need to thank to everybody, and I thank you. So I would like your thoughts on this, feelings and emotions today with all this thing that's happening, not just in India, but all over the world, and how you, principally you, approach this kind of problem.
These are the problem related to the emotions,
Mm-hmm.
body, mind, and emotion.
Mm-hmm.
There are three things: body, mind, and emotion. So
Mm-hmm.
if we harmonize all these three, I am using for this purpose few this color therapy points, P6,
Mm-hmm.
P6, pericardium 6.
Pericardium
That is
6,
the
yes. Mm-hmm.
yes, that is the point which harmoning all this such type of
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah.
brain to this area.
Mm-hmm.
So some people, those who are coming to me, they are having some depression, or they are having BP or some other issue, anxiety, such type of
Yeah.
the issue, I normally suggest them P6, either red color or the black color.
Mm-hmm.
Black
So
color,
where is your piece? Well, to me, the P6 is going to be like 2 chan above the wrist, be here, between the
yes,
two
yes,
panels.
yes,
That's
you are
P6.
right.
And you go there and massage this. But in your
Yes,
hand, as a sujok, where is your
but
P6?
my P6 is here.
Please put your hands close to us. Okay, here.
Because this is my
Oh,
wrist. This
yeah, that's
first
the
joint
wrist.
is my wrist.
Yeah, yes.
And this point is below the wrist.
Yeah, yes, that's
Naturally,
the
it will
wrist,
be below the wrist.
and the PC6 will be here, yeah.
Yes, this
And
is the
then,
logic.
yeah, and when you press a little bit here, massage, you
Yes,
feel that's a little uncomfortable.
we
And
will
that's
take to
another
comfort
point
zone.
that's interesting. If you press a point that feels uncomfortable, means that you have in this area is a blockage of energy. And you need to continue this movement, and when you do this, in a few minutes or a few seconds, this pain is going to subdue, that means that you release the energy and the energy is flowing. That's it, yes.
This is the point. The energy, complete body flows, and anxiety and whatever problem is there, that is resolved.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. But also, we need to do this continuously, no? So it's good for us to do like 1, 2, 3 times a day to continues to have the benefit of it.
Yes, yes, certainly, certainly. There are few points which can be pressure or put colors regularly in a routine ways to keep yourself fit.
Yes.
One important point I would like to mention here, in the palm, there is one point which lock the energy. This is the arm, lower arm. This is lower arm. Just in center. Just in center. There is a point, which is the energy point. If you press this point 30 times, 40 times, or 60 times early in the morning when you are leaving the bed,
right,
it will lock your energy, because left hand is an energy gainer. We gain the energy from the left hand, because left hand is not we are using very much. So cosmic energy we are receiving from the left hand and we are discharging it from the right hand, because right hand, everything we are doing. We are touching, we are drinking, we are writing, we are playing with the right hand.
right.
It means whatever energy in the body, we are discharging through the right hand. If we press this point early in the morning, then it locks the energy of the body. It's a very good point. Everybody, I will suggest everybody to press this point, middle of the arm, every morning once you get up from the bed.
Okay. So which will be what? Sanjal?
Pardon?
Which
Yes.
point is that?
It point will come on the meridian of the tipple warmer, but it is a acupressure point.
Okay.
It will come on the tipple warmer meridian.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. How, and this is a question that I'm going to ask you that's very personal. How you personally are dealing with when you are in stress or you are not feeling good, you do. Because this is something that's very interesting. A lot of people think that, you know, when we are in the medical field, we are just the perfect person. We are not sick. We don't have even diarrhea. We don't have problems. We're just the perfect. And that's not true. We are always human like everybody here. And we have our days that is just, and we have our days that you don't feel like get up from the bed. And we have our days that you just are not feeling good at all. So how do you do to cope with these problems? Personal. You change your mind, your way of thinking, you catch the things and change. How do you do?
Most of the time, I am very spiritual and God-fearing person. Very God-fearing person. So I never try to hurt anybody. If someone hurt me, I feel happy. Some of my karma is cut down by that man. So that's why I am always happy when I get feedback from my patient, you have given me the protocol and we applied it and we get the results, we are happy. That their testimonial or that comment is very, very, very interesting and very huge energy for me. I am just maintaining my life on others' energy.
Right.
which they are giving to me every day.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the morning, I got a message from a lady from Bombay. Her husband lost hair in this area.
Mm-hmm.
His hairs was, there is a patch. No hair was there.
Mm-hmm.
Then she asked me, she sent me a photo. Sir, my husband is lost hairs from this patch.
Mm-hmm.
Then I sent a protocol because LI meridian is here. This is the LI 20.
Mm-hmm.
This is the LI 20.
Mm-hmm.
And LI meridian is passing through this area.
Mm-hmm.
That is the local meridian.
Mm-hmm.
And body hair is controlled by the lungs meridian. Head hair is controlled by the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
Body hair is controlled by the lungs meridian. Then I sent her a protocol of large intestine and lungs meridian.
Mm-hmm.
After 5 days, she had today morning given me feedback, and she also sent the picture of the face. Okay, now you can see the hairs are growing, long hairs are growing, and she is trying to show the picture. That lady is attending the seminar, this webinar. She is showing the picture. So
Mm-hmm.
this is
I
the
saw,
result
yeah.
of color therapy
Uh-huh.
in 5
Yeah.
days.
Mm-hmm.
This is the picture.
Wonderful. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Great. Great. Yeah.
This is the, that's why I am working hard and hard on the color therapy, because it is
Yeah.
giving the immense results,
You're
immediate
giving me
results.
encouragement. You're giving encouragement. I'm gonna so you need to send some therapy here for me, eh?
In the hair also, there is one case, sir.
Uh-huh.
If the root is eaten away by the excessive heat of the liver,
Right.
if the hair root is eaten away due to excessive heat of the liver,
Mm-hmm.
then these cannot be grown.
Mm-hmm.
If it is due to other reasons, then something can be done.
Right. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You mentioned something that was very interesting when I asked those questions to you before. You mentioned about this thing of the hair, that every day you are in tune with your inner peace. And there is a lot of things from India that a lot of people, they take for granted and they don't understand. And right now, a lot of us with here the Western mentality forget to understand meditation, get in tune with yourself, yoga. A lot of people felt that yoga and meditation was just a kind of it's the thing to do because everybody's doing, but there is a lot of truth on doing those things. And meditation to me is very important. I do it every day when I wake up and when I go to bed, and sometimes throughout the day, because it's a way that we get in tune with yourself, with our inner peace. And when we are in tune with our inner peace, everything around us works. And I don't think that you could have this energy and this wonderful touch of healing if you don't have this inner peace inside yourself. And this is very important. I want to thank all of you. And also, if you guys have any question for Dr. Sun, you can open your phone and your microphone and ask some questions. We have a few minutes here left. There is anybody that would like to ask a question? Come on, guys.
Hi, George. This is Dr. Ravi Tuli from New Delhi.
Glad to meet you. Namaste.
Unfortunately, namaskar. Because of wrong calculation of time, I have joined in very late, so missed most of the webinar. Do you have a recording available of this, which we can?
Yes, it's going to
over?
be on my Facebook page, and I'm in the process of find out how can I take this. Is alive right now on Facebook, and I passed my Facebook for Mr. Sunil, and he can pass my Facebook to all of you guys, and you can see this whole interview. And we still have people coming in, you know, which is wonderful. We have now 47 people here, which is great. Yeah, you can see the whole interview on Facebook, and I'm in the process to learn how can I take this video, download this video from Facebook, and I'm going to be putting everything on YouTube.
Okay, what would be the address on Facebook?
I'll leave this with Dr. Sunil, and he'll pass to all you guys, because I cannot do this thing here on Zoom, okay? But you guys will have this in a few minutes, because I do not have contact with you guys personally, but he will, and he will give the page to you guys, and you can go there and watch it.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, can I know
Sure,
the point
absolutely.
for the...
My pleasure. Yes. Mhm.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sunil sir, this is Devender.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes.
And you can ask a question too in India. No problem. I don't understand, but you know.
No problem, sir. I'll ask in the English only.
Okay.
Sir, can I know the point for my shoulder pain, sir? I'm very much troubled from last 2 days for the shoulder pain, sir.
There is a video on YouTube channel on my own YouTube channel, and it's a very good video. You just open that video. I can share the link with you. You
Okay,
just
sir.
treat step by step. You will be able to handle any problem of the shoulder, whether it is a frozen shoulder or just a...
Hello, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. So kind of you.
Sir.
Next, anybody?
It's Adish. Can I ask question?
Yes, yes, yes.
My question is, what energy from cyst, just like ovarian cyst or kidney cyst, which energy have?
Your voice is not clear to me. I cannot hear you properly.
My question, sir, if a patient have a ovarian cyst or kidney cyst, which energy have in a cyst? Is it humidity or coldness?
Your internet connection is giving you the
What I couldn't understand that you have
your
kidney
voice is
problem.
not coming to me. Interruption is there.
Sunil sir, can I transmit his question, please?
Hello.
Yes, go
Hello.
ahead.
Yes.
Hello. Sir, how to enhance the lung energy, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
How to enhance
Yes.
the lung energy, sir?
How do you enhance the lung energy?
Can you tell me the color of that?
She wants to know, she wants to
Yes,
enhance
on
the
my
lung.
Facebook,
Yes.
on my Facebook, you will find
Okay.
on my Facebook, you
Okay.
will find lot of things on this. How to activate the lungs, how you will activate the throat issues related to COVID. There is a lungs correspondence on the palm. If you put the
Okay.
red color on this lungs correspondence, your lungs heat will be activated.
Okay.
Then your problem will be solved.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Any other
Sir, I have a
question?
question.
Yes,
Good evening to everyone.
yes,
Good evening.
namaste.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you, do you conduct any classes? Do you have
Yes,
some
I'm having online classes. My 10th batch is going to start on this 8th of August,
mm-hmm.
and it's
Okay.
online classes. I am taking these classes only on the Agarwal energy concept and color therapy. Because this, sir, one thing is missed, this Agarwal energy concept, why I call this color therapy Agarwal energy concept? Because till date, no one is putting the color on the TCM meridians. Means ki stomach 36, stomach 25, LI4, LI11. I am putting the color directly on the body, that giving me the wonderful results. So that's why I call it the Agarwal energy concept, because nowhere it is written that you can put the color on the TCM meridians itself. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I have
Thank you.
another question.
Yes.
I just want to know if there is some indigestion. Out of any reason, I mean, like, I don't know the reason, but then there is some bloated feeling or indigestion or somewhat upset feeling, in the stomach. So what color and what meridians are responsible for that? Could you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Hello?
Son, how your
In
camera
that
is off.
case, my one protocol is very
Yes, sir.
throughout the global. People are using my this protocol. I just mention you the points. You can note down, or you can see my Facebook page. It is also there. One,
Okay, sir.
Mhm. We're not seeing your image.
I think there's some network issue.
Yes.
Hello.
uh-huh.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir, is there any
I think we
point
have
color
lost
for
Mr.
the, hello?
Yes.
Is there any color for overactive bladder? Excessive urination?
Mhm.
I think we have lost Mr. Sunil.
Mr. Sunil, are you there?
I think there's some network issue.
Yeah, looks like, yeah. Well, I see here that he is on. I don't know what's happened.
George, what do you do?
Well, I'm acupuncturist, and also I'm very involved with the quantum consciousness,
Oh, okay, nice.
which is your way of thinking, because everything is your consciousness, and
True.
your consciousness relates with your heart. So it doesn't matter if you think positive or negative, you're going to get the results of that. And it is important for us to start to think more positive, for us to, even though we live in an environment of so much pressure, we need to see the good of everything. And when we start
Okay.
to see the good of everything, things start to change in our life. So it's the coherence between our heart, and also there is a glandular here that is the thymus. The
Yeah,
thymus is
thymus
the
gland.
glandular that do our immune system. So when you go into meditation, put your hand in your heart, very soft, And when you do this, you feel kind of warm feelings and send love to your heart. When send love to your heart, you're sending love to your brains. And when you send love here and here, there is a coherence, that is a connection. And this is, I don't know how to put this in words, but your left side and your right side start to get together, not like this, but like this. And when there is this harmony, your brains, your neurons just light like a Christmas tree. And what that thing does is love, love, love. And this is the good thing. So, but anyway, looks like you are back here, please. Okay, yeah, Mr. Samuel. Okay, you're back. Okay. You guys have any? Look, your microphone is turned off, Mr. Samuel.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Mr. Samuel, your microphone is off.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Sir, is there any color for overactive bladder, excessive urination?
Your microphone is off, Mr. Samuel. You need to turn on. I'm having some technical things here.
Sir, I think must close the meetings. If anybody can ask the question, they can ask me on WhatsApp, or they can on Facebook, they can put the question.
Okay, she's asking about the overact bladder. There is any, okay, now you're okay. There is anything for overact bladder?
Overactive blood.
Yeah.
Bladder.
Bladder.
Overactive bladder.
Yes.
Bladder is overactive. It's a acute disease. No, bladder, which bladder you are talking? Gallbladder or the urinary bladder?
Urinary bladder.
Urinary
bladder.
Yes. Urinary bladder, if you are having the excessive urination, it means wind energy of the bladder is excess. You have to sedate the wind energy of the bladder and tonify the heat energy in the bladder so that bladder is shrink and wind energy is converted to the brown energy dryness. Your problem will be solved.
Which is the color, sir?
There is any points that she can use to help with that?
She can use UB66 is the coldness point of the bladder. She can put red color on the UB66.
Could you show to her where is this point in the hands, please?
UB66, this just I told you, this is the leg. This is the yang side of the leg. UB meridian is the yang meridian. And UB67 is the last point. That is here. Can you see my finger? Two black mark. One is 67. That is the dryness point. You put brown color over there. Next point is UB66, coldness point of the bladder. You put red color over there. It means heat energy tone, dryness tone. Bladder will shrink, heat energy will warm the bladder, and your problem will be.
Okay. One question here. When you say put the brown, put the red,
next
the
question.
pink, how do this color can be a pencil with different colors, like you put the color there?
With a sketch pen, sir. We can apply it with a sketch pen.
Okay, cool. That's a question because a lot of people, I put the brown, how do I put the brown? How do I put the yellow color? Okay, great.
Sir, can I ask you one question?
I have a question with the same point. Like supposing if you are urinating and you still feel that, yeah, I will still urinate. I mean, like, it's not done, So what is the problem there? You know, the
Ma'am, I'm
after
not able to hear you properly because internet is giving the problem. Your voice is not clear to me.
okay, okay.
Interruption, too much interruption is there. You can ask my question on the WhatsApp, or you can put your query on the Facebook also.
Sir, WhatsApp number we don't have.
You can note down my WhatsApp number
Yes, sir.
9717
9717
3800
3800
71.
71.
Yes.
Wonderful. Dr. Samuel, I want to thank you very much for your time, for sharing your knowledge, for sharing your experience, for allowing us to know you a little bit better. And I want to thank you, all of you guys, for
Thank you so much.
participating.
Namaste.
I don't know. Do you
Thank
say
you.
namaste? How do you say
Very
namaste?
thankful
No.
to everyone,
Thank
those
Yes.
who
you.
are thankful to them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste
Okay,
to all of
namaste,
you.
namaskar.
Namaskar.
Have,
Namaskar.
have a nice
Namaskar is the
day.
correct one. Okay. Yeah. Because
Neil sir,
when I was in India
Bye,
working there,
bye,
I
bye,
just
bye.
learned one word, which is
Neil
BK.
sir,
But anyway, thank you. The interview is live
Sure.
on Facebook and pretty soon it's going to be on YouTube.
hello.
And I will give this information to how to find it with Dr. Sumi. Okay? Namaskar. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Samuel, for your
Namaskar,
blessing.
namaskar. Thank you so much, sir.
Namaskar.
So much.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hello.